Oh.
The audio cut out.
Oh no.
Possibly Discord has a problem with the word clown. Maybe it's being monitored by clown.
What are we discussing?
Your internet connection.
Let me explain what's going on.
You got to get.
Well met, adventurer. Sit, eat, take your fill, but make sure you listen to my stories from the Crypts of Skragg. Today's episode is VivaLaRevoluotion, Part 4, a conclusion.
Yeah, it's loaded.
Excellent.
Such warm colours.
Right, it's a busy. You know what? For a city of this size, there is not as many people around as you would think there would be. There's a couple of clowns and circus performers and someone throwing knives at targets, and they're letting kids throw things at targets, and there's people dunking for apples, but it's not doing the business you would think. There are clowns walking around all over the place. Clowns that kind.
Oh.
The audio cut out.
Oh no.
Possibly Discord has a problem with the word clowns. Maybe it's being monitored by clowns.
What are we discussing?
Your internet connection.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Well, so the interesting thing is, it's perfect most of the time, and it doesn't seem like you miss a single word we say. We don't miss a single word you say, but then, pretty regularly, almost like every hour and a half, it will stop working for 1 minute.
Let me explain what's going on.
You got to get.
It's kind of funny. Let me explain disconnects.
Hey, you're back.
Hey, man.
I may be gone momentarily. Did you hear anything of what I ranted?
No, we just sorry.
You
just
said,
we heard
let me explain, and then disconnected.
Right, 1 second, boys. It's working! Let's get back to it. Yeah, so, they're not doing as much business as you should. The creepiness of the clowns may have something to do with it. They are some creepy looking motherfuckers, but then again, clowns always are.
As we come into the circus, I'll say to Driscoll, so how do we do this? Do we want to split up and gather information, or stick together? I won't lie. Clowns are kind of, how you say, disturbing.
I agree. Let's stick together. If anything goes south, I might need your help.
Indeed, I will be the eyes and ears.
And I will be the sharp tongue. Okay, so how do we,
So, as you approach, there's like a very, very ugly clown, like, standing there. And he's helping some kids, taking turns bobbing apples. And there's a cockatrice that looks like it wants to eat the children right away. And it's, but is midget a correct term? Is that like a politically incorrect term? There's a midget there. Right, so yeah, it's a pretty ordinary circus. There is, like, very ugly clowns with people. There's a midget, there's a knife thrower, there's, like, vendors doing, like, games. Vendor, there you go. Are you guys seeing all the stuff I'm putting on the map?
I am.
Excellent, fantastic. Right. Right away, you don't see the boy, but there are like a load of clownies and circus people just minding their own business. Wrong man. Right, all the usual circus sorts. There's a freak. There you go. The freak's like a bearded lady. Right. Okay. So yes, Chorus. What are you going to do?
Well, we were going to stick together, so...
Okay, that's cool. So as you, approach, this Pennywise fucking looking clown looks at you with, he's holding a single balloon. He just stares at you as you both approach.
I'm whispering to Corvus, do you think we can assume these guys are on the side of the revolution? I mean, I'm thinking of going in strong and saying I support their cause.
I don't think that anyone wants these people to be on their side. I don't think that they are on anybody's side. Hello, my friend! You look ravishing.
The clown, and do basically picture Pennywise here, is just basically just holds the balloon and just stares at you. He barely says a word. He doesn't say a word at all, in fact. He just stares at you. Kids are running around here going yeah, circus!
Out of curiosity...
You having a good day there, chum?
Complete silence.
I need my best line on him.
The kids that are running around...
Yeah.
Where are they from? Are they distinctly... street urchin kids? Or can I see, adults around, families?
There's adults around, there's definitely families, but I should point out, if you ever see, footage of, old London, there were kids everywhere. In our modern age, people really care about the welfare of children, and they look after them, and they always make sure where they are, and they monitor them. Back in, Victorian era, and, just after that, in World War I era, no one gave a fuck. Kids just run around everywhere. They were just everywhere. No one cared about it. So it's like that. There's just kids all over the place. Some of them have parents with them, some of them don't.
Right, well, you are doing a fine job greeting your guests, Skragg. What do you think? Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's... Goodbye, sir!
As you move directly front, there's a knife-throwing guy. He looks like he's possibly a gypsy or some sort of, he's got, a ponytail and a big moustache, and he's throwing knives, and then the kids are going, wow, as he, perfectly hits the dead center every time, and so yeah, that's what's going on there. There's go on.
If there was a visual inspection of that knife thrower, can I see any battle scars or anything on Invisible?
Absolutely. This guy's probably been quite a few scruffles in his life.
Okay, cool. That's what I want to know.
Right, there's a midget on the stand just yelling come one, come all, the amazing sights to see! Right.
That sounds talkative.
Yeah, imagine, is it Warwick Davis? Is that the name of the famous dwarven actor? Yeah, imagine Warwick Davis, he's just standing in the front saying, most amazing clowns, the greatest sights! And as he's doing that, the circus is not doing that great. There's only 20 or 30 people just walking around. It's not that, successful. The midget sees you and is like, you there, gentlemen. It's good to see that anyone can enjoy the circus no matter their age.
Big fans.
And it's why don't you take a peek inside the big tent? Only 5 gold pieces each. Inside you'll see how many wonders.
Tell you what, I'll give you 10 gold pieces if you can help me locate my friend. He's a man by the name of... whatever his name is.
Dude, take fucking notes. It's Destraw Elderstag. He's we have many people come to... I wouldn't... Maybe for 15 gold pieces, I could tell you exactly where he is.
No, I won't go higher than 10.
Seriously? He has this voice just turns for suddenly very working class and he goes, seriously?
Money is a valuable commodity. 10 pieces is quite a lot. I actually think I started too high here.
He looks at you and he goes, look buddy, I can tell you exactly where that little punk is, but you have to give me 15 smackaroos.
No, I won't do it. Is this the guy with the knives? Who are we talking
No,
to?
this is a midget. This is Warwick Davis, the circus midget.
No, I'm gonna wait until after his shift ends, and I'm gonna ambush him and drag him behind the tent.
Okay, you can.
That's what I'll do.
You can absolutely do that, but he's like so. Okay, so basically, everything goes on for a while, and he's just carrying on talking to people. And he shifts seems to be going for a minute. He's just continuing trying to get people to go inside the tent. 5 gold pieces and 15 gold pieces. He says he can tell you where the guy is, and it goes on for like an hour. What are you going to do in that time?
I might say, Corvus, do you want to try do you have a magic trick that might be able to, make it appear as if we're paying him?
Actually, one moment. Let me have a look.
Right, as you're doing this, right, and you're waiting to see if Corvus can do something. In the background, like I'm going to use this loot to basically describe it. You see Elder Stag, like wearing like scruffy clothes. He walks from behind the tent, sees you. He does a 360 and tries to quickly walk away.
Sprint after him. He cannot get away.
I look up from my book after he's like already started running. I'm like, I think I have some. Oh, I see. Which way? Right. Out of question. Which tent do they run behind?
He ran behind the main tent.
So off to the right-hand side behind it.
You can see the icon with the loot.
See the icon with the loot? Like you can't see him. He's run behind the tent.
And Driscoll's going that way then?
Yeah.
I will go the other way.
Okay,
I will be a little less sprinty. I pace myself quickly and I walk around the other way.
That's absolutely fine. And it's going to load up your new map now. Give me just a second. Right. You're going. And I'm going to use a loot to represent the boy. Right.
I'm wondering now if this boy was going to join the resistance to get some titties, and then has just like decided he doesn't want to do either of these and just wants to join the circus and run away. He's just like, I'm out.
That would be a great motivation.
Oh, does he run in?
Okay. He's like running. Okay, and I'll best put the initiative tracker down. Okie dokie. Right. Okay. So before anything else happens, like you walk in, like you both run in, and the dwarf goes like, "Hey, buddy, you didn't pay." Inside, there's like a small performance going on. There's like 5 or 6 kids in here that've paid the money and they've gone in and they're like, "This is not worth the money. What am I paying this in for?" And basically, the default comes in and he sees you come through one door. And he turns back and looks at Destraw and he's like, "No, you don't understand. None of you guys understand. I see it all now. It all makes sense." And he reaches in his pocket and he brings out a red ball. Right? And he looks at both of you and he reaches the red ball up to his nose, and as he does so you feel the red ball in your pocket, Corvus, turn itself, and suddenly music starts to play. Let me just go.
I'd like to talk him down a little bit. If he's got time to say, "None of you understand," I want to also say, "We're not here to stop you or hurt you or cause you any harm." Something like that.
So he takes the red ball and he places it directly on his nose.
Oh, you are kidding me!
How did you fuckers not realise?
How do we not realise? That's crazy. It's an object which I totally know, but I've just never thought about very much.
The ball in Corvus, could you give me, like, what would it be like to resist some sort of magical urge to do something? Like, because you have this incredible urge to put this ball on your nose right now. What would you have to roll to resist that?
Well, I think I've seen magical effects which use charisma saving throws and wisdom saving throws.
You can pick one of those 2 stats as you see fit.
Alright, well, I will go with wisdom.
Is that a plus? What's your plus on that?
+5.
+5, that's good. That's good. Right. Try to get higher than a 10. So it's you are quite strong-willed. The pull isn't that strong in you. You're not thus easily attracted to it. But yeah.
Rolled an 8.
You suddenly get this incredibly strong urge, right? You pick it up. Do you know what a behelit is?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So as you do so, the slit inside the basically there was a slit on the side of the ball, and it opens up almost like a mouth or possibly a vagina. Like it's organic, and it starts like you take the ball and you place it on your nose, and suddenly you hear the music incredibly loudly. Right. As this does so, like, yeah. Reality starts to fade for you for a second, and, like, you realise that this is some sort of supernatural or ancient evil, which is, clown-based, for lack of a better term. Now, unfortunately, you're all level 2, and you can't really find high-level clown demons at level 2. So, let's see now, what, the monster...
Wait.
Yes.
What has happened to Corvus? Is he now
He's placed a
becoming
red
a clown?
nose. He's put a red nose on his face.
Okay, but he's still in control of himself. He'll still fight alongside me and not against me.
But right now, you had this incredible urge to put this red nose on your face, and like you can hear the music like playing, and there's no organ playing in the room, but you can hear it. You know. So basically, yes. Give me a second while I just try and find the stats for the monster that I'm going to use. Yeah, you know, there's Magnum, small fire elementals, right? I want you to picture like a clown elemental, if that makes any sense. Like it's like a tiny little clown, and I'm going to use Magnum stats. Do you think that's appropriate, Chris?
What stats?
Which is a fire elemental, but instead of using like fire attacks, it's just going to be like a tiny little clown thing, like the essence of clowns. Or would you think something else, like a goblin, would be more appropriate? Because I can't do anything too deadly because you're so very low level.
I mean, yeah, you could. I guess you could do magmins or goblins.
Yes. Okay. We could use goblin. We'll use a goblin. So basically, there's like a tiny little clown spirit that's been brought into this world by the power of... So, we'll go tiny clown. This creature is starting to appear in front of him. Right? Actually, I'm going to make it appear in the centre of the ring. There you go. And I'm going to make 2 of them. There we go. Right? And there may be more. But they're starting to appear. The music is playing. People are starting to freak out because little clown monsters are appearing out of nowhere. Some of the kids are cheering and other kids are running. And now I'm going to use the goblin stats to figure out what their dexterity is. Right, so their dex is a +2. So I'm going to open up that dice box. I'm going to roll a d20. And that came up as 6. So I'm going to put them as 6 on the thing. Roll your dexterity. So you roll d20, you add your dex modifier, and that's how far you move in the initiative tracker.
So, my dexterity modifier, which is +3.
That's right, so you roll a d20 and you add that 3.
I got a 14.
Fantastic. So I'll put your token on the thing at 14.
I've done it in Discord, and you can see I got a 25.
Wow, you're very quick.
Sorry, no. Sorry. I did it wrong. I accidentally rolled 2 dice. So there's the first one would be 14 plus 3. So sorry, 17.
17. That's still super good. Right. Let me just put you at 17. Try moving a token. See if you can do it, or is it still going to be a glitch?
Not working.
That's fine. Okay.
Oh, I can move.
Cool.
Remove the clouds. Clowns. Oh no! Wait! I'm that guy. Yeah, I can move me. Yay!
Right. Let's just. Would you be as kind as to write Joe and your HP there on your name?
Done.
Cool. Corvus, write your HP. Excellent, fantastic. And I'm going to figure out what the clown's HP is by using the goblin one. So the HP is 2d6. Wow, that is really fucking low. Right, okay, cool. So yeah, the music is going incredibly loudly in your mind right now. You can hear Corvus. You can hear it just right. The nose is attached to your face. You can't seem to get it off. Like as much as you try and pull, it's stuck there. firmly affixed, and it's got a wet, moist sort of like sheep of flesh attaching to you. And Elderstad. Oh, I need to figure out Elderstad's stats. I'm going to just give him. Actually, I use the same stats as the goblin because fuck it. So his Dex is a 20 roll plus 2. So it's now your turn, Joe. Jim Driscoll. There you go. You see him putting his nose on, and like it's stuck between his face now. But he's
In the distance, I can see him sort of struggling, Mr. Bean style, like grabbing his face. And I'm like, what is going? I'm just.
Right,
Has he got a red nose on? What the fuck?
Yeah, so Elder Stag, and he's got the nose on. And his HP is also 6. There you go.
Right,
Cool.
Hopefully, I'm not fighting Elderstag.
Well, he's got his nose on, and he's standing there, and he's like, "You don't understand what it's like." Right.
I don't want to kill him.
Mm.
I've got to think. I'm looking at my spells. I don't know about the mechanics of the game. Is there any safe way to bring him down, to defeat him without killing him?
Chris, is there like a tackle that you can do in this that will do without killing him?
Well, I mean, you could always tackle and do like a contested strength roll, but it's not necessarily gonna do anything. Some people let you declare non-lethal damage, so you just say, I'm not trying to kill them.
That's great. You've got to get his health down, HP down to 0, but you're just not going to kill him. It's fine.
Right.
You're just like, right.
Thanks, my people.
Right.
Then I will. I'm moving first. Then I see. So this thing near me is a tower, but I can move underneath it because it's.
Yes, that's underneath it. That's above you. That's literally just a stick with a thing on it that people walk on.
So I'm going to move halfway. I will do a fire. Wait, should I display my thing? Yeah, I'll just do a firebolt.
Would you
I'm not
make
gonna
a
use my
firebolt
spells.
non-lethal, Chris? Would that be like shooting his legs or something, or?
That's up to you. It's sort of like entirely like
Okay.
up to the DM
fair
type
enough.
rules.
You're saying I should? Yeah, I should think about that. That's fair enough.
I would suggest
Acid splash will probably have the same problem.
I would suggest that non-lethal attacks would have to be something like melee or
Yeah, I've got a dagger, so I could do like stab him in non-lethal parts.
you could stab him in the leg if you wanted to. You could try and do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Or
His
you
dad
just
still won't be very happy, but
whack him with the hilt. Probably
you
slightly
could do
less.
that.
yeah.
I don't
Okay, I'm gonna
recommend
do that.
stabbing people in the legs.
Short sword.
has to be up close though. You have to get right next to him.
I think I've got the movement to do that.
Yeah.
I can move six squares.
Yeah.
So fine, I will do that, and then the short sword. Remind me, what do I have to roll something to see if I hit him, or
This is correct.
is it?
Do you have to do like opposed rolls for that, Chris?
To do what?
He's going to try and hit him with his. He's going to try and hit him with the butt of his sword.
You're just rolling an attack, so he rolls an attack like normal, and it has to beat the kid's armor class.
Okay, cool. Do it.
Okay. So the attack is 1d6 plus 3. So I'll roll this in the dice box in Owlbear Rodeo. See, I got a 4.
Hold
plus the 3 would be 7.
You gotta roll a d20. So you're rolling the
right.
damage there, you gotta roll the d20
Yeah,
plus
okay,
thingy to hit.
7.
7. What would the plus be for the sword?
Oh, attack bonus plus 5.
That's the one.
Okay, cool. Okay, so add that, and the armor class you've got to beat is 15. So if you add 5 onto the 7, does that beat 15? Does
No.
not.
No.
Okay, that's fine. So you're struggling with him. Like you run up to him and you try and hit him with the butt of your sword, but you are a weak wizard. And even though he is a 16-year-old boy, just a very embarrassing scuffle happens. But you have not incapacitated him. Right. So the next turn is yours. There is a white nose. There is a red nose on your face, right? And the music is drowning in your ears.
Right. So my question is can I roll to remove the nose, or is the nose not removable?
You You can try. You would have to get a very good roll, and it would have to be what stat would be appropriate for that?
Again, that's sort of up to you. Is this like I can't take it off because of a mental effect where it's like tricking me into not taking it off, or is it like
it's a firmly attached? The mental thing was to put it on. Now it's just firmly attached on your face, so it would be a physical thing. So you'd have to do a very good roll. If you've got like something in the 20s, I would let you take it off, like pull it off.
I can't roll into 20s. So,
okay.
yeah, that's okay. Alright, so I'll just assume that at this point, like, I'm unable to remove it, so I'll resort to killing the clowns, I suppose.
Yep, so.
6, so that's 1. So I'm just gonna make sure I get the... Pretty sure a firebolt has a minimum range. Or rather a maximum range, so... Oh, right there. 120 feet. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I gotta be within 12 squares.
Okay, so just move as far as you can.
There we go. Is that a pillar, or is that like a pit or something?
That's no, that's nothing. That's nothing. It's what you stand on to do with the spell. That's all it is.
Alrighty then. And I shall try to cast a firebolt on this fellow right here.
Oh.
Should say 6 plus. Come on, open. I'm looking at it. I already had it open. That'll be an 11 to hit.
Did you hit?
I rolled an 11.
His armor class. You rolled an 11. Oh, okay. His armor class is 15. That's a miss.
Not the kid, right? I'm talking about the goblin.
Yeah, the goblin. Yeah, its armor class is 15. Right. Okay, is that your turn then?
Yeah.
Cool, that's fine. Okay, it's their chance. The creature does a little chuckle and it laughs at you. Look at the movement speed for a goblin is. Its speed is 30 feet. How many squares is that?
6.
6. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. That's its goblin attacks. It's gonna. I'm not just using the exact same stats as the goblin, but that's fine. I'm going to give it. It hasn't any short bows or any range. It only carries a knife because, of course, it carries a knife, right? So it's got a little like kitchen knife in its hand. It's towards you, smiling, and that's its turn. And I'm going to do the next one, and that's going to move 6. That's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's running. You're smiling again, and now it's the boy's turn. And he's going to try and run away. And he's screaming like, "You don't understand! It's in my head all the time! I see it!" 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And, and we go back to Joe's turn again. Back to 17. Right.
Yeah. Let's get this kid. If I can kill the kid, I can run out of here.
Right.
So, yeah, let's do it again. Same attack.
Non-lethal? Yep.
Non-lethal. Yeah, and this time, by the way, I'm going to activate my mage armor, which I think will last until somebody hits me.
Yeah, that's... did the mage armor last hours, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. 8 hours.
Yes, so you should be fine. You activate it in the morning, you should be fine. That's whatever happens, you take into account mage armor.
Hey. That's my action, the mage armor, but I can still attack, right?
Yes,
no.
you're attacking. Go ahead. No?
No. So, to cast a spell requires an action.
No,
or rather...
I thought the mage armor was casted in the morning and it stayed active all day, right? It's already casted.
Joe just said that was his action to cast it now.
I didn't activate it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I just rehearsed it in the morning and added it to my spell slot.
Okay, that's fine. So you run off and then you use mage's armor. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's move you over to Corvus. Corvus, it is your turn.
Right. I say, of course, the teller knew exactly what was knew exactly what was happening. This is terrifying. And I'm gonna back up 6 squares.
Yep.
Wait, is that wrong? Hang on. The goblin moved. Not goblin.
Sorry. I didn't click on it, but sometimes when I click away from something, it still selects it. I don't know how the hell.
It's fine. Let's move back to where it was. It's in there.
Thank you.
There you go. Go.
Alright. And I will once again cast magic. I will go the route of casting, I suppose, Ray of Sickness. Which, of course, should have already had the book up with the page out. No, I don't. I'll use Google.
Oh, I forgot. I put a goblin in the cage down here. Yeah, there's one goblin in the cage down here. I should point out, all around you, there's like children. Some are scared, some in the stalls, some are yelling, some think it's part of the play.
Alright, that's an 18 plus 5, so 23 to hit. Which you said his armor class was 15? Steven? Hello?
No, you really won't play the long game with these noses. I think you set that up 2 episodes ago. It's really impressive.
I'm back.
Hello?
Okay, I'm back. Right. Okay, quick question. I realised someone should have been performing on the centre stage when you guys came in. Who was performing? What circus act was in the centre of the stage when you guys started? Do you think?
How about a bearded lady?
Bearded lady. Okey-dokey. What sort of act was she performing for the children?
So you said it was a slightly disappointing one. Maybe she's a dwarf and they've seen dwarf ladies before. And maybe...
Brilliant!
Maybe she was just doing a dance about, I don't know, about, nature. And educational sort of theme.
Yes, brilliant, fantastic, I love all of that. It's educational... She was doing an educational seminar about nature.
Yeah, baby.
Lady, that's fantastic.
Nobody needs to go out for that.
When you came in, the children were booing. The children were all just like going, oh, boo, this and that. You guys are fighting clowns in the centre of the arena, and the children are going, yeah! Gonna put her there in the centre. There you go. She was in the centre. And she was like doing a little, she had like little things set up showing images of nature, explaining how important the environment is. Okay, cool. Whose turn is it? You've done Ray of Sickness, right? So what happened with that?
I rolled a 23.
Okay, that's a hit. That is definitely a hit.
Yeah.
No damage?
Hang on, 1 second. Sorry, I am back. Yes, Ray of Sickness. I gotta roll 2 d8s. Damage.
Do it.
And then if it survives... No, I rolled 15. It's dead. It's really dead.
It's dead, sweet, okay. So it screams, right? The Ray of Sickness hits it and it evaporates into oblivion, giving you some of the XP afterwards. But yeah, it goes...
You get him, Corvus!
Right, but the thing is, you feel the thing feel less secure on your nose. Like, it's still there, but it was originally sucking on with all its might, and now it's just less secure than it was. Right.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, next turn is the clown. So, it's move 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It runs up to you and it attempts to stab you.
Did it cross that fucking owl thing?
It's what it is. It's a podium. It's like it's a thing that stands up slightly, and it's just a podium.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah. So it runs up to you, and I'm going to... What's your armor class?
16 with mage armor.
Right, it's 16, and it's a +4 to hit. So it's... Oh, it does hit you. Okay. And it does... Let me check what damage it does. It does 1d6 +2 damage. So 1d6 is 3, so it does 5 damage. So you're down to 5 HP. Right, you're having the worst of luck. But yeah, the creature that runs up to you just giggles and stabs you. It's the stag's turn, right, and he continues to... The stag is
indignant.
The stag is running away screaming as it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He runs away screaming, you don't understand! Right. Okay, it is now your turn again. You've just been stabbed by a tiny little clown.
Yeah. Well, he's running away from the entrance behind me, so I'm just going to focus on the clown because that's an immediate threat to me.
Yeah.
I'll use. Maybe I'm going to use one of my spells. What spells do I have? I've got. Let's try Thunder Wave.
Sure. What does it do? Read the description. Thunder Wave, level 1, duration
Nice job.
instantaneous.
Very fast.
Both thunderous force, we do it with the power team. It sweeps away from you. Each creature for the originating, you must do a Constitution saving roll. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage. Nice. Right, do it. Okay.
If it,
So,
by the way, there's an extra part. If it succeeds, it still takes half the damage, but it isn't pushed.
That's fantastic. Right. Can he move away and then do this as well? Or does he have to do this?
I guess so, right? You can usually move and do an action.
Or
Yeah.
can you do an action then move? You can do it in any order.
You can do it in any order, in any combination. You can move, action, and then do move again. But
Or you could,
this is cast everything within 15 feet of you. So you're the
okay,
center
and that's
point
what-
of the
Oh.
attack.
That's
Well,
what-
then maybe if I move 15 feet, sort of here, it's on the edge.
is that
What do you think? Does that reach both of them or not?
Well, think of yourself as in the middle, 3 squares from where you are. In a square
1,
around
2,
you.
3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. They're both in.
Yes. Okay, let's try it. I roll a d20.
No, you don't
Yeah.
roll anything. So,
The enemy has to roll.
yeah, they have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, how do I do that? Let me look up the goblin stats.
Yeah, it'll say something on there about it.
It's 10 minus. Okay, cool. So it's 10 with no bonuses. So I'm rolling a d10 for the goblin.
You roll a d20.
I roll a d20.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see, I understand. Yeah.
Does it have to be above 10 or below 10 to succeed?
He rolled 3. He's going to lose. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do 1 for Elder Stag. 4. Also going to lose because he's got no bonuses.
Yes!
So I'm going to take it. So you do the Thunder Wave, and we'll figure out the damage.
Woo! I'm picturing just like a Mexican. I'm doing like a Mexican wave gesture.
Weird, yeah. So the damage is 2d8. So roll 2d8 for each, and we'll figure out what the damage for each of them is. So,
I'm going
You
to do
don't-
this in the Discord chat.
You don't roll the 2d8 twice. You just roll it once, and that's the damage applied to everyone.
Okay.
okay,
2d8.
cool. 11.
11? Pretty good.
Okay, that's both of them down. That's it. That's done. You run off, do the Thunder Wave, and that's like as you do this thing, as you can stab, the creature screams in horror and vanishes, and the stag is
Yes.
falling to the ground. Right. So yeah, so the stag's falling to the ground, and he's screaming, and the nose slowly starts to fall off with a suction. As that happens, the nose falls off Corvus as well. Yeah.
Goodness.
And all the children get up and go, "Woo!" Slaps. Everyone's just going crazy. It's as you've just murdered 2 ephemeral space clowns.
Thank goodness that is over. I do not want that to happen again. Do we get paid for this, I wonder?
Well, we should be, right? They should give us 5 gold pieces.
Falls to the ground. Right, you see the slit close up. Like the slit on the side just shrivels up and it's a red ball again.
Just a question, Joe.
Yeah.
Early on in our game,
Hmm.
did you say something about having like a medical kit or something? Or a healing kit? Healer's kit?
Check damage on.
What do I have?
So I think we were talking about
Let me check
healing and
my
we were trying to figure out what it did. I think.
Yeah, I do have a healing kit.
Okay. Healing kits can be used to stabilize someone. So if you drop them to 0 hit points and they are in the state of rolling death saving throws, you can use the healer's
Oh,
kit
great.
to ensure that they won't die. They're just unconscious for a while.
Okay, so in that case, I'll delete it from my inventory.
I don't think you lose it.
Right. Oh, good. In that case, I will keep it. And all's well that ends well. Inject him with the valuable, penicillin or whatever. Oh, yeah. No, if it's a thunder wave, he's probably got like broken arms, maybe. Maybe we can stitch
Yeah,
them
he
up.
probably went flying. He's probably fucked up. He's in a world of pain. Right.
I walk up and stand over him and just... This was a lot of trouble for a punk. He's not even a revolutionary, he's just some stupid kid.
What do you say to that, Elder Stag? Are you a revolutionary? Oh, is he completely unconscious?
He's completely unconscious.
Fair enough. We're just...
You say that to him and he's just like...
I was just saying it out loud for anyone to hear.
You're doing that, and suddenly, like, a bearded dwarf appears behind you, and she's like, "What the absolute hell is going on?"
We saved you. We happened to be
This
in the
guy
area.
was
and
much more dangerous than he looked.
Yes. We saw these dangerous creatures following the boy. We fell in. We followed as well, thinking we must save the boy. And look, we saved everyone. And saved your show from the looks of it. You weren't doing so well, now the kids are happy. How much do you get paid?
I don't.
Well,
People get
They're ripping
paid.
you off. Everyone here paid 5 gold pieces to get in. Do you know that?
I get food and rent. Oh, she sits down awkwardly.
I reach over and put my hand on her shoulder. It looks like you're in need of a revolution, my friend. You should go and find a
we don't
person
have
called
to do that
Pickaxe
now.
Peak. Oh, I do. I have a
You
plan.
got to keep those connections up.
Corpus
Okay.
is gonna profit.
I'm not sure this is going to go well for me.
Oh, I need to play the victory fanfare. Give me a second. I have it saved somewhere. Anyway, yes. So basically, there's a commotion. There's clowns and people coming in, wondering what the hell's going on. But yeah, that's pretty much over. You have the boy. If you want to take him back to Elstad Senior.
You say people come into the tent, right?
Yeah, it's it's Warwick Davis and like a strong man and a bunch of other clowns, and they're just curious what the fuck's going on.
Right. Well, as they enter, I'll say, I think you'll be owing us some money. Yes, I saved your show and the dwarf.
He looks at the strong man and he says, "Get the fuck out of this place, or he's going to beat the shit out of you."
Alright, Corvus, you take the feet, I'll take the hands. No, we don't need any trouble, we'll move along.
Are you kidding me? For
Come
free?
on, Corvus.
I will remember this small man.
Get the fuck out! He just yells, stopping his voice, "Get the fuck out of my circus!"
I'll wink to the dwarven
Here we-
lady as we leave.
He just looks very upset at the realization that maybe she has been conned for most of her adult life.
We really fucked shit up in here.
So, yeah. The boy, he's going to require medical attention, but yeah, so basically that's it. You can take him back to Elderstag now if you like, or whatever.
We'll do that, I guess. I'm just now putting it together that the jokes were all part of him becoming a clown. All of those hints, they now make sense. I thought the circus was going to be like a bit part, like another clue to a clue, but it was actually integral to the whole story.
I have a thing.
What is a beholder's favourite food? Eye cream. Yeah.
As we leave the tent, I'm gonna stop us. I'm gonna pat the kid down. What belonging he says he had on him.
Oh,
We just take a moment to appreciate that joke that Steve has also set up over 2 episodes.
He has on him a cloth which has some gooey white substance, which on closer inspection is probably clown makeup, and he has a revolutionary armband that's been taken off and it was put in his pocket, and yeah, that's pretty much all he had on him.
Alright.
Yeah, as you return to the Elderstag estate, right? If that's where you want to go directly, I don't want to hear it. Do you want to hear me? Is that where you want to go directly?
Yeah, I don't think we'll get attacked at the Elderstad estate.
Nope, that's fine. The butler runs inside and he brings out the master, right? And he walks over and he's in his full regal attire and he's like, "So there's the little bastard. Gertrude, would you be as kind as to go get the medical assistance?" He's like, "Oh, once, my liege." And he runs off to get some sort of doctor. "I see you caused some damage," and he kicks the bodies on the ground.
Elderstag. I put my hand out to stop him attacking his son. It's been a mistake. It turns out it wasn't a revolutionary. It was the circus. Dun dun dun.
Much worse,
He
if
stares at him.
I must add. Much worse.
He wanted to be a clown.
Much worse.
That is possibly worse. I am so disappointed in you. He goes down to the unconscious boy and he yells in his ear, I am very disappointed in you! And he gets back up and he goes, well, how much money did we agree on?
We didn't set a price for this.
I don't think we did. And he goes, of course, 150 gold pieces, as we said. Quickly.
Yeah. Just a lot of gold.
Quickly, my boy. Quickly, gals. 150 gold pieces for this fine gentleman. Right, and you can add, you shed that between you, right? And add that to your inventory. I know you're getting a lot, but I will find a way to fuck you and take this money away eventually. But at the moment, you can add that to your growing fortune.
Hey, we can always spend it on stuff.
Yeah. Spend it soon, because I will fuck you. I will find a way to get this from you.
Yeah, you keep threatening that.
What if there's like something expensive I want the money for, right?
That's what I'm saying. Spend it quickly, because I will think of a way. Just spend it quickly.
No, I mean, like, what if there's like something expensive I need the money for? So, like, I want to save a lot of money to spend it on something.
I'll think of something. And if you get any ideas, you let me know. Right.
No, he's not on your side, Steve. He doesn't want his money taken away from him.
Okay, so, yeah. So, one of the many tiny gnome butlers comes up and brings over another small treasure chest. Not as big as the one you got last time. And does a little curtsy and then goes to leave.
I'll take a small treasure chest any day. Not the size that counts. And I raise my eyebrows in like an uncle joke kind of manner.
Driscoll, you will. I will remember this. This particular act of courage will not go unrewarded. I will keep talking good things about you to the other families. You'll hear from us shortly. And he goes to leave. Good day to you, Driscoll.
And to you. Thank you for the money.
Right, and he walks back into the estate and the door closes with the boy being dragged in, you know, and there's, there's a small treasure chest in front of you. Yeah. And as always with these rich people, when they finish with you, you just get this strong urge they want you to get the fuck off their property.
Which I am happy to do. I didn't feel at home here.
Right.
Except when I talked to the irritating butler, that was very homely.
If I'm going to load back the area map, okay. So you boys are once again outside the Elderstag estate. Are you guys going to keep yourself busy for the rest of the day, or are you willing to call it a day with that adventure, or whatever?
I'm willing to call it a day and level up. Anything you want to do, Chris? Or should I say Corvus?
Corvus?
Yeah, no, I think that's it.
Cool. Aren't you at least curious what the fuck that sword's going to do?
I am, but I don't want to use it and then immediately get grabbed by guards.
Okay, cool, fine.
So, may have been burned by the nose experience.
I mean, I suppose what I could do is, once I've got the time to myself, I'll just find somewhere secluded and just simply activate it, use it on a tree, whatever that means.
So, I'm just getting. Okay, so I assume you just like leave the Duke at some point, take your half of the money, right?
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah, you walk into like a nearby park, you see a tree, right? Describe exactly what you're going to do. So you figured out there's a switch just underneath the horse. If you look very carefully, there's like 2 squares there. You press one of them to start it, okay? What exactly do you do?
I mean, I'll start by like pointing it at the tree and hitting the switch.
Okay. Okay, and you suddenly... Okay, so... The sword feels lighter. It feels much lighter than it was. And as you go to put away, it doesn't move. It stays exactly where it was. It's now floating in the air exactly where it was.
Oh! So it doubles as an immovable rod.
It is an immovable rod-handled sword.
That's fucking awesome. because I can't use swords for shit as a wizard. But an immovable rod, something that literally cannot be moved without magic turning it off, well, that I can use.
Close inspection, you realise the hilt is what is the immovable rod. The sword itself could possibly, but is not magical, but it's just connected firmly and lodged in with the rod, which is the hilt.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's an immovable rod sword.
That's fucking cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll place it back in my belt. I like the idea of wearing it.
Cool.
Actually,
Cool. Yeah.
here you go, Stephen. Obsessed with me spending my gold. I'm going to find someone to replace the scabbard and turn it into a walking cane, so someone wouldn't know that it was a sword until I drew it. But otherwise, it's a walking cane.
Okay, that's cool. That's 50 gold pieces.
There you go.
You can be like one of those old guys and it looks all harmless, and then they pull out something from their walking stick.
You don't look old enough for a walking cane, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's fan-fucking-tastic. Let's sort out all your experience and money. So, you just got 150 separated between you, right? And then from whatever total you get, take away the 50 for the walking cane conversion. Chris.
It's basically just a scabbard that allows me to... It goes into the scabbard and then it just looks like a walking cane. Which I might not necessarily even use for walking, you're just doing that thing where you're carrying the walking cane.
Yep.
Or otherwise...
Do we get any experience?
Looping it in my bag on.
Yes, you killed 3 opponents, and each opponent was worth... Let me look at the goblin stats.
Sorry to cut you off there.
That's okay.
And it's quite alright. It's 50... Okay, so they're 50 HP each, so you each get 150 experience points. Right, add that to your character sheets, please. Wait a minute, would it remember the experience you got last time if you didn't edit it?
I have been keeping track of it, but on this experience, I don't know, I must be opening the wrong sheet or something.
Okay, so how many enemies did we kill last time?
No, it's fine. Last time you gave us, I think, 50 experience last time. So I wasn't 300, so that would be 350 last time, and this time how much are we getting?
150.